Welcome back. Picking up after the crew had been making their way towards the wreckage. They were attacked by creatures in the jungle. But in the aftermath of that, there was a little conspiring going on between Zythe and Diana and Reznin. And then meanwhile, Helmer and Guntar sort of confronted Kurt and were able to intimidate him and take his jacket and find in this jacket a note, which Diana read.
Yes.
And seemed to conclude that there was some kind of mysterious algae that seems to be the crux of the Vitalic current technology.
That you were keeping from us, Kurt.
I was going to reveal the information when the time is right. I thought
Time is right? We're in a new dimension. We don't even know what time is here.
We're in a new world, and innovation requires big risks. And if you knew what I knew about the company, you would understand the kinds of risks that we need to take right now. The whole company could go under.
Oh, no. Oh, we're all concerned about the company.
Company doesn't exist in this world or wherever we are.
It still exists.
Have you been here before?
You sound really confident about that.
I
don't trust him. Can I do insight?
Yeah, give me an insight check.
It's gonna be 13.
This is probably the most honest you've seen him the whole time you've been around him.
Okay.
He does look shaken. He doesn't look like his odds, like he feels like his odds are great here. That's about all I can determine.
Okay.
As far as I know, it still exists. Like I haven't been here before. I just, this is all theory. This is an expedition. This is what Varko industry should be all about.
Getting lost in dimensions?
We're only lost until we find our way back.
Wait, no, but you changed the coordinates and you wanted us to be here, right? That seems like what happened.
Do you have like an escape route plan since you knew that this could end up happening?
I don't have an escape route planned.
Does the company have like an idea what to do if they end up somewhere like this? It seems like, I don't know, the company knew something about this possibility.
Most of the company doesn't know that this was happening. This was not something that was sanctioned.
So who's
He
involved?
went from it's a group decision to now a lot of people didn't know this was going to happen.
Look, I'm trying to do what's best to save the company.
How about saving our lives, weirdo?
You're fine. You're all fine. Everyone's alive. You all seem very capable. I didn't know that this was going to happen.
Very capable.
What did you think was going to happen?
I was following the journal, and
Sorry, like, what journal is this even?
You just found a journal and started following
No,
it?
it's my uncle's journal.
Who follows a journal?
My ears like really perk up
Journal is
here.
for private thoughts.
I mean, that is very true.
Wait, Diana, like, your uncle?
Yes, my uncle, who's been missing. And it's a part of it. My uncle, family, I think over company, and you had a piece and didn't tell me.
I was worried how you all would react.
Well, here it is. You terrified?
I wouldn't use those words exactly, but
Okay.
This is close to how I was expecting it to go. Look, if things wound up in our world, then there is a way back from here. We just need to figure out what that is once we figure out what's going on here. Look, if we don't figure out how to reproduce this, we're out. We're out of Vitalic current in our world.
So we're here to like collect like algae or whatever?
Or learn how to make it in our own way.
Did you choose who's showed up here? Like, I don't understand. Like, am I supposed to like help you with the algae? Like, you want me to cook it up or?
This is totally random. I didn't even know that I was going to make it.
Okay, so you didn't even know you were gonna make it, and I'm gonna just take that as arrive on the beach, not survive. But you changed our coordinates to get us sent to a different dimension to look for algae, and you hoped that, what did you hope that? Who did you hope was gonna make it?
At least somebody would. I thought that the vault would be safe.
Who knows what's in the vault? Hey, Kurt, what's in the vault?
Give me an intimidation check with advantage.
A 5.
There might be things in the vault that could help us.
What?
In any case, there are supplies there, and we can set up a camp and see if there are any survivors and try to do what we can and do our best.
Reznin, the thief. What were you taking from the vault? Reznin?
I'm like not lying when I say like I don't know anything about what's in that vault. I swear.
What were you going to take from the vault?
I'm like telling you right now, like I don't know what was in the vault.
Once a thief, always a thief.
All right, I have a question. What about like, why were you so interested in Lyanna's uncle?
I feel like we're like putting all this attention on me and like let's get there when we get there, but like right now I'm just curious like what like Kurt seems to know and what Diana seems to know, like it's more than I have. I literally am being honest when I say like, I don't know. Look, I don't really feel like I could maybe trust you guys. You're the only people in this entire dimension that I know, so I kind of have to put some stock into this. I don't know what was in the vault. I was trying to open it. I'm sorry.
What were you gonna do when you got in it?
I was
Just peek
if
around?
I open a vault and I am trying to get stuff, I know what I'm looking for. I don't open a vault and walk in. It does not make sense.
I know.
Does that make sense? Guntar does not understand what you were doing opening a vault without knowing what was inside. Am I the only one who doesn't understand?
I'll be honest, like sometimes I don't even understand why I do half the shit
What?
that I do.
Are you talking about?
Listen, I like you a lot, but we cannot just go on this like emo journey about you.
I just feel like
hot topicing out of the real questions here.
I feel like it could make good song lyrics. Like let's just try.
You two just don't no more songs.
And you don't like me.
I think that we were almost headed in a good direction. Then all of a sudden I find out that you knew about missing people and you knew about our ship was carrying something in a vault.
I know the person that's missing will do a lot better things. Kurt, earmuffs. I said earmuffs.
means put
I
your
own
hands
the
on your
company.
ears.
Put your hands on the ears. Intimidation. I will roll it.
He just does it.
Thank you. I walk over. Part of my family, yes. All of them very rich. Yes, do they own the company? Yes. But part of them knows that this material is much bigger than what we know about it. We're using it to power a ship. It could be used for so much more, and we really don't have a grasp on it. And the person who does have a grasp on it could be here.
Your uncle.
Yeah.
So, did you just get on the ship because you're searching for your missing uncle?
No. But then I had an opportunity. And I agreed
When?
with Kurt.
I don't know that you can hear this because they're whispering.
Well, did you know
Ironically.
your uncle was missing before you got on the ship, or you found
Yes.
out on the ship?
Before. He'd been missing for a long time. But it's the reason why we even had the ship to begin with.
Can I stop doing this now?
No!
No.
Hey, what's with all the secrets over there?
Get
we
in!
hear?
And then
Look,
I
you
explain it to
whisper all the
everyone. Can we
time.
cut to I explain it to everyone?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Helmer, I can tell you a secret if you want to have secrets.
Huh?
My family doesn't know I'm doing this. My family doesn't know how much I am invested in Julius,
That's your uncle.
who's disappeared. The rest of my family doesn't know.
So why
The
are
rest of my family doesn't know much about anything.
What's inspiring you to go against your family?
Maybe I don't believe what they believe.
What are they bad people?
I mean, do you...
I kind of scoffed when
Yeah.
she asked that.
This man believes in my people. Do we think he's great? Put your earmuffs back on. You still have earmuffs.
Just trying to do what's best for the company.
Ugh, sounds so gross.
It's gross. It's not right. It feels like a hollow shell.
Who wears a suit to the beach?
And Helmer,
Yeah.
that's a no on the secret, or...
Are you trying to get me to tell a
No,
secret?
I'm saying if you want... They're telling secrets. If you want a secret, I can tell you a secret.
You want to tell me a secret?
If you want a secret, I can tell you a secret.
Yes.
You're being really loud for
Guntar.
secret time.
Okay,
I'm done with the secrets. I'm done talking. We've got to get to the ship.
Secrets have to be in whispers.
okay.
Let's get to the ship.
Look, like, I won't lie. Like, I was pretty close to opening the vault. I think I could do it. If you guys can trust that, like, I'll...
If it's not already busted in two and all of its remains washed out. Time is of the essence.
Yeah, I say we go over there. The last thing I remember, it
It's
was
just-
just about to open.
I believe in what my uncle had studied. I believe in him. I believe in what he's found and his perspective on the energy and the algae.
And the rest of your family doesn't.
And the rest of my family just wants to capitalize on it.
Well, I know a thing or two about that, and I'm more with you.
So I just think that I think this is bigger than even another dimension is what I'm saying. I think this is bigger than falling into some other place. And
How is it bigger than falling into another dimension? It's gonna break my brain.
What I'm saying is, I'm sorry that you're along for the ride, but I will make sure none of you get hurt.
What is it?
My secret is I don't know who my birth parents are. Okay.
Oh,
Keep that to yourself.
okay.
We all just okay. All right, you can take.
For the
Hey,
sake of-
you can take the earmuffs off.
For the sake of transparency, since, well, there's nothing really worth hiding anymore, there is something in the vault that could help us. Now, I don't know if we can power it exactly, but it is a device, it is an artifact that was discovered along with your uncle's things and the expeditions that he went on. And as we've analyzed it, it does seem possible that we might be able to use this to communicate across worlds. That said, we would need to find either if there's any capsules left on the ship of MX-99, or if we can figure out how to use this algae, we would need to find some kind of power source to use this.
So the algae is in the capsules for the translators?
Vitalic current technology is powered by these MX-99 capsules, and the formula is based on this algae.
Let's march forward.
Okay.
Did I rest?
I guess in that whole moment, yeah, you could have taken a short rest.
Did I eat any of the octopus?
Oh, great call. So yeah, you cook this up. Mm-hmm. You need to heal too, right?
Yeah.
Roll a d10, and then you add your Constitution modifier to that. And Zythe, can I get you to roll a d6?
Okay. 4.
4. Okay.
It's a 70.
So 7. And then what's your con mod?
Con mod is 0.
Okay, so 7, and then +4 from the food that Zythe cooked.
So I'm back up.
I got 0.
That's a 10.
Oh. Whoa!
So that's max. So what's your Constitution modifier?
+1.
So that's 11 +4 from Zythe's food, so 15.
Chef Zythe. Well prepared. Some of the best octopus chicken I've had in my life.
You know, it's my first time cooking this, but it felt really good. And I gotta say, Rez, I really appreciate your help.
You got it.
I will say this crab chicken cake is excellent.
Hey, thank you. You know what? I'm sorry. I give you a lot of attitude, but I really think it's because, you know, your assistant was always coming in and complaining about my food before he even brought it to you, and I just think he never, you know, he kind of like had a closed-minded idea of like what your palate might be.
I appreciate this feedback, and if I ever see him again, I'll make sure there's better communication.
Where's our moment? I complimented you on your chicken octopus.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I thought we had a moment.
No, you immediately said.
No, you know what? I was talking to you, but I think the thing is the height difference. It really. I was trying to connect with you, but like I feel like you don't feel like you're just like so.
Well,
tall.
I feel things up here too. Guntar feels greatly.
Here, I have some extra snacks. Do you want more snacks?
Yes, I appreciate. Thank
Here,
you.
I was gonna save these for rations, but I really appreciate the compliment.
Thank you.
Kurt like walks up and he's like, "Trust me, this is not what I planned."
Shall we?
As we're walking, I'm curious. I kind of like I'm asking Diana, like, how exactly like did he get a hold of like your uncle's diary?
That's what I don't know. And that's why I don't know why he kept it from me as well. This entire time he's known me.
Is he like closer to other people in your family? Like he keeps talking about like the company. Like who in the company is involved in this? If not you, like aren't you kind of like Queen Varko?
He knows your dad.
Yeah.
They're not close or anything, but he's like, your dad's the CEO, basically.
Yeah.
He's like close to him in that way,
Yeah.
but not like buddy.
Vincent Varko or who's the
Dimitri.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Vincent's your
Vincent Dimitri's
grandfather.
dad?
Yes.
Okay. So Vincent's your
Good memory.
grandpa.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. I am the face. I am the face. I make
And like
sure.
what a face.
Thank you. I try really hard. This is as we're walking, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
great. And this is, I don't know.
All of the things that you're pushing back like hit me in the face.
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you do it? So beautiful.
I'm a little OCD about things, but I also have a knack. I have a knack to people. They've always are like, yes, her. Make her be the face, wave hands, kiss babies, whatever. Be at the opening of this. Be at this. It's just all appearances,
Like,
but
kind of the opposite. Like I'm kind of like always hiding, and like
Yeah.
I kind of like it when no one sees me. So kind of funny that we're like teaming up. You like can't see me because I'm hidden by a bush. You're like,
where? What did you say? Oh. But it's allowed me some time to think, because I don't know how much purpose is in it. And so I've been doing some things for myself.
Who do you like trust that you are close to? Because you don't trust that guy, right?
Not
At all.
much.
Yeah.
No.
I wouldn't.
I trusted Julius, but I only knew him when I was much younger. Anyway,
We kind of like work for the ship, kind of, but like, how do you guys feel about this? I have like no real alliance to this company or the ship. I'm kind of out for myself, really.
I find all this company talk to be disgusting, honestly. I'm so sick of someone saying what the company bottom line is. It's all just the most repulsive talk I've ever heard.
I know. Right?
Yes, but I was hired by the company, and so I am loyal to Diana and her wishes.
Oh, okay. Is this guy gonna narc this out?
He's a dwarf with narc tendencies.
Dwarves naturally have narc tendencies. It is in our loyalty to our people.
But you could be loyal to the people before that job, like it doesn't have to switch as soon as you have the job. But, hey, you're pretty nasty out there. You've got some real nasty ideas, and I kind of like it, but you're capable of some fucked up stuff.
Yeah, well, I'm just a very curious person, and something you should know about me is that I think the world is due for an infusion of new ideas. So, when
You do bring new ideas
can you
in
kind of give
often.
her a dice?
You know what?
Yeah.
Retroactively, because of the cooking the creature.
That's true.
yeah, so
I mean, that was my idea. but
Damn
yeah.
it!
I do like to, when I'm already gonna be probably trying to harm something, like if I'm gonna use my knife, I'm probably gonna slice something and then,
I've seen some pretty messed up stuff in my day too.
I mean, you
I
said
kind
you
of
went to
understand.
war, right? So like,
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
what's this mean? Oh,
There's a big scar across
yeah.
Helmer's.
I'm sorry. I thought that you were, yeah. I don't
And
go
that happened
like.
to me.
I
I
have
didn't do that
horns,
too. I mean, I've done worse, but have you ever heard of the Whisperer?
Make a history check.
2.
Yeah, Helmer. Helmer, this is not the time.
What? I'm just checking.
I
It's good to. Sometimes people don't know.
No, I mean, like, people don't, there's not a lot of rumors in the kitchen. People just are kind of scared to talk to me about anything other than food. That's why when I'm outside of the kitchen, I like to get freaky, cut things up, finger some things.
Finger something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kurt's joining us right now.
Yeah, he's kind of just dragging along, like as far back as like you guys will allow him, but definitely like feels like outside the group.
Yeah.
know?
I kind of want to
Feels
like,
like an outsider.
hey.
He's an outsider.
I'm gonna give like a little look to you that's kind of like trust what I'm doing, and then I go over to Kurt to go talk to Kurt. But like, how are you doing right now?
I'll manage.
It feels like everyone here's like really crazy, right?
Give me either your choice of deception or persuasion.
I'm gonna do persuasion. 16.
You could say that, yeah. Very capable group, but I'm not sure they're the most stable.
Yeah, I feel like
At that moment, Guntar just screams.
Just like in the background, just like.
yeah, you keep talking about like that we're capable, and like I kind of like I don't know, I'm kind of like a quiet, like I like to watch people, and I've noticed that too. It's kind of like we all have like our own like fields of knowledge and background and stuff. Like we could all like have our own like little thing that we bring to the table. Like seems like a good group to pull off something,
Are you suggesting something?
I'm just curious, like, what are we capable of? Like, what could we do here together?
Well, I think the most important thing is just for us to figure out, well, for you all, how to get back home. For me, I would like to figure out how to save this company that I've given my life to. So whatever
What do you
we
mean,
can.
like, when you say you've given your life to it? Like, do you have, like, a contract or something?
Do you have a
or
cause
just,
that you
like-
believe in?
I do.
That is what I believe in. I believe in the progress and the future, the capability that Varko Industries can bring to the world and has brought to the world. Vincent Varko was a genius. He created some of the most amazing technology that anyone's ever encountered.
Yeah. Vincent Varko's a genius. I get it. But, okay.
Look at the impact he's had on our world.
Yeah.
It's going to be impossible for us to go backwards from that. And facing that reality, it's going to be a nightmare.
I hear you. What are you most...
I know it just sounds like I'm trying to save the company, but like, think of the implications.
What Sorry, I just thought of It's Always Sunny.
But the implication.
Okay, so how close are you with like Julius?
I spoke to Julius a few times. Usually in board meetings, he was never fond of those. Said some hurtful things to myself and the other fellow members of the board. But
That's awful.
he always seemed like a very intelligent man.
Yeah, it's like so crazy that like Vincent Varko completely by himself like came up with all these ideas.
He was truly a spectacular man.
Yeah, I like choke a little bit on my words, but I'm like, yeah, that's cool that he did it all by himself. And but isn't it kind of crazy that like suddenly Julius like comes up with this thing that like is kind of like overshadowing like the Varko company?
I mean, obviously, Vitalic Current is much more impressive than anything that Vincent Varko has put together. Not to diminish that, but one is like mechanical wonders, intricate, almost impossible to conceive whole devices, and the other is miracles at our fingertips. It's almost like magic. And nothing is like that. Everyone's very excited and very much on the path to improving the Vitalic Current and getting that to as many homes as possible.
And if we found like Julius, do you think that we'd be able to do more with it?
I don't allow myself to hope for that.
I see. Well, I know everyone's been kind of tough on you, and like I'll try to have your back. Let's just try and get in and find what can help in that vault.
Give me what I think is a deception check.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
I think so too.
Okay. 8.
Noted.
Okay.
Good talk.
Guntar continues to sing and tries to get Chef Zythe and Helmer to join. That's what you hear off in the distance.
Oh.
Come on!
Is that why you were screaming? Why did you scream?
He screamed because he was talking about how dwarves are actually way more powerful than you think, and this is how powerful they are. And he goes, ah!
Maybe we don't draw attention to ourselves in the dangerous jungle.
Oh, come on, Helmer. The Whisperer.
Yes, it's so funny.
As you guys kind of like hi-ho your way to this wreckage, you do come upon it. There's out through the jungle, the tree line. You kind of step out and you can see that there's like another beach where it's not like the beach you were on before, which was like more like sand. This is more just like rocks that are kind of like hitting on the shore, and then there's these like giant rock spires that are growing up from the sea. So like you look out and maybe like 50 or 60 feet out, there's like these like massive spires, like almost like spikes or something. And then you can see what's left of the Star Tracer sort of like lodged on top of these spikes.
Damn.
So
So it like fell.
I feel like I would know like which side has the vault in it, right?
Yeah, only the
So
mid sections of the ship remain. So the total, the bow of the stern, the bow of the ship and the fore and the aft are both gone. So it's just really the middle section
like
there.
gone, like missing.
Yeah, you can see like the bottom, like it's just like ripped open, like it's like it was like split in half or like bisected. There was on the ship, we didn't get to spend a ton of time on the ship before, but there are these like grand staircases that go through both sides of it, and a lot of those are like sort of exposed because they were sort of at the edges of the midship. So a lot of those are kind of just open. You can see like some of them are just open to sky up there. The main deck, which is that top level, is just totally gone. And that's also where like Dazzle would know this. That's like where like any kind of communications and like all the stuff that they did, all the stuff that they worked on was like in that top section. That was like where most of the captain and the crew were.
Is this like emotional for you, Diana, to see?
Yeah.
It's starting to get a little darker, so it's like not nighttime yet. But you
Are
guys
there any
walking around today.
casualties? Do we see people dead? Do we see others? Do we see anyone?
I'll say this: you don't see any like signs of like corpses or anything like that, or bones or anything. One thing you do notice, though, looking up and kind of staring at this wreck, taking it all in, is you see like a flicker of what looks like maybe candlelight in like one of the sections up there.
Ooh.
I don't know. This is a hunch. I think it might be safe to stay in the ship for the night.
How do we get to the ship? Is it?
Crawl up some rocks, get some rope.
And we also need to make sure that the vault's in there.
The top section is gone, so like that main deck is gone, and then also the very bottom where like most of the engine and all that stuff is just gone.
Oh.
So you can see like the bottom is just kind of like shredded, and there's like some parts that are kind of like hanging open to what's left of the cargo deck, which is where you guys started, in that where was the coal storage and where the vault was. That's right up there. Where you're seeing the flickering of lights is further up in the ship.
Okay.
And are we seeing like any signs of like the automatons or anything like that?
Not from here.
Okay.
Is there anything dropped into the water below it? Do I
Like big pieces of the ship or anything?
Yeah.
No.
Is there anything unusual about the water, or like any? Are we seeing like
You're in another
stingrays?
world.
Like, can we tell if there are any like water creatures that are in our path?
Make a survival or perception check.
15.
There's fish swimming around in there. And if there's fish, you can probably assume that there's likely other stuff that eats that fish. I'm gonna say this thing here, and we'll let Rod decide when they come back. But like, I might just park Dazzle on the beach.
Can we give? Does Dazzle have a whistle, or does Dazzle have like a code or something to call?
Yeah.
That,
There's like those like ship whistles like
Yes.
that. Whee!
yes.
Yeah.
Dazzle
Maybe
has
like
that.
a
We'll say
collar
Dazzle
with
has one of those.
GPS in it.
chip.
Yeah.
Oh God. Varko Industry Special.
They're microchip.
Okay. So yeah, your best move probably here is going to be like looking at this is going to be getting out to there and probably using a rope to kind of scale up this stuff.
Yeah. Is there like is this far out enough that we need anything kind of like the plank of wood in Titanic to crawl on and get towards, or can we like swim out?
You can wade out there or swim out there.
Let's wade.
Let's
do
wade,
it.
baby. Let's go.
Hurry up and wade.
This is my first time washing my hands since we.
I don't know if this.
Since we've landed on the
I
beach.
don't know if this counts.
Oh, all right.
So what's the plan here? Walk me through how you guys are getting up this thing.
I feel like this is just a classic rope and a hook and a throw and a this and a little rock climbing this guy.
Okay.
But we have Kurt in
Like
the
I'm
front.
pretty good. Well, I think I'm in the front actually because like Resonance pretty good at like
Okay.
thief stuff.
But you guys can like fashion some kind of hook or some kind of grappling
Yeah.
thing. If you're helming it, you can go ahead and make what'll be a sleight of hand check to kind of like use a rope here.
10.
Not great. So you go to throw it up there, and the rope doesn't quite get where it needs to stay, but it doesn't fall either. It just kind of gets like lodged, and you're like, well, this isn't secure.
Yeah, and I feel safe going up that.
Yeah.
All right. Can I try it again, or do we need? It's stuck.
Stuck a little bit.
Do you want to use my rope?
We could do that, or
You could try to climb up there.
Yeah, I think I'll try to climb up like a little bit, so then I have like better.
If you want to do this, it'll be an athletics check.
Or do you want to do it?
Guntar will get it.
Cool.
He's already taller. He's like halfway up it anyway.
16
Plus.
Plus like
8,
8.
right?
8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, 24.
Take that.
Just hand over fist, like no problem. Just like hulking up this thing.
Is he using the rope at all?
No, he's not using the rope.
The rope's in his mouth.
He's,
You can
my
throw the rope
God.
down.
I tie it and
Yeah,
put it down for everyone else.
Yeah.
yeah, you guys just watch him just climb up this thing, no problem.
You'd like make like a
Seriously.
really good thief if you ever wanted to do it.
Oh, no.
It wasn't quiet.
Do we notice any movement in that room with the candle?
Where you guys are right now, you can't really see.
It's now
right
above
above
us.
us. Got it.
Yeah. Okay. And there's like a safe place to like crawl into on the ship that is like sturdy for us to stand on,
So
right?
where Reznin got this first line in, it's like halfway up this spire. Or it's like to the lip of the spire, I would say.
Okay.
And you're kind of there now. So you can see up there, you can see that there's like this sort of like twisted metal, sort of like almost like a ramp that's been created just because it's been like ripped open like a mouth or something. So you could probably get onto that and climb your way into this thing.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me a perception check too while you're up there.
4.
Yeah, everything's fine.
Damn you.
But all of you can climb
It all
up.
looks good up here.
So climbing up this now will still be difficult. You can help each other out, but the DC is only 10 now thanks to the rope.
All right. Who's next?
What's the order?
Have I not made my way up yet? I'll go
Not
up.
yet. You want to go?
Yeah.
Just give me an athletics check.
16.
You just like quietly, nimbly,
Yeah.
up your way up there. Yeah. Go for it. Yeah. Zythe.
8,
Plus, what's your strength or athletics?
0.
Okay. You get a
Can I
little
like
bit
lean
up.
a hand out or anything to help?
Sure. Go ahead and roll again.
19.
19.
There we
Yeah, no
go.
problem. So you climb your way up there. Thanks to Reznin. It's like
Thank you.
reaching
I
out.
did, I think I washed my hands in the ocean when I was swimming. So, I mean, hopefully they're not so sticky, but I don't know, give it a whiff.
I love that moment to be like, I got you, and be like, oh.
Would you like to go?
No, I'll go in the back.
Okay. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
A real gentleman, Helmer.
I got 16 though.
So yeah, look, the rope was in the right spots, and you saw how everyone else kind of went up there, and
You look like very beautiful while you do that.
My hair's perfect.
11.
that's all you needed.
Great.
Let's do 10.
All right, take my rope back.
Now that all of you are up there,
Kurt too?
Oh, yeah, Kurt.
let's see how he gets up there.
Wow. Well, do we like hawk a loogie as he's coming up?
Kurt takes some damage on the way up.
Oh no.
Oh wow.
He just gets scraped up from the rocks.
And he's still bleeding out of his back.
Yeah,
I do go like, I'm sorry. Sorry, those rocks were hard on you back there.
it's fine. While you're up there, let's see, Diana and nope, just Diana. You notice in what's left of this cargo,
Yeah.
you can see there is the vault itself still
Okay.
looks to be closed. And then sort of like next to it is like half of one of those automatons.
Okay.
It seems to be like snapped in half.
Is that the one I attacked?
The one you defeated is not there. Well, half of it is the half that you sliced. You like bisected.
Yeah.
This one looks like it's just been like crushed or something and like broken in half. So this was the other one.
The other one.
All right, everyone this way. Be careful. And I lead them all into the vault.
You would notice this. Guntar, you would notice this. And Reznin, you would notice this. There are claw marks on a piece of this metal on the outside of it as you're kind of like climbing into this like piece of like this twisted metal that you're kind of like using as a way in. On the outside of it, there's just like these like huge claw marks that look like they dug into this metal.
So like a large wild cat? Or,
Make us a rebel check.
oh, 20 plus 4.
Natural 20?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. You did actually nail it, but yeah, it does look like some kind of like giant cat, which is weird because you're in the world. What the heck are cats like here?
I think there's something else here. Another predator, another fun thing to shoot at.
That's funny. I didn't notice that. When I first got up here, I didn't think anything was happening, but
I just think you're
like I was
too
wrong.
tall for a dwarf. Like, yeah, I think you missed so many things. Is that problematic to say?
I would tread lightly.
I'm just saying it's like I
you can be a dwarf and 6'8".
don't think that's true.
All right.
Kurt, did you know
Kurt's
about...
like, I really didn't think this group was going to be the group.
Yeah, like Kurt, did you know about like any of the like possible like monsters and stuff that could be here when you knew about like did the journal say anything about what could be out here?
It didn't say anything about that. I had no
Didn't
idea
it?
about monsters.
Do you
Sorry.
have
I
the-
was being emotional in that moment. I'm sorry.
The only
Nothing wrong with
page
emotions.
and I apologize for this, but the only page that I took from your uncle's journal was that page about the algae.
Yeah, but you read more.
It was one of the last pages in there.
What was the last page?
That was the last page.
There's a large cat somewhere on this boat.
The vault is also in view here.
I think we let the thief do, Rez do what Rez does best.
Thief.
In this case, I will. I was instructed to, and this is not out loud to them, but I was instructed to collect the items listed.
Yeah.
Have I seen what the list is yet?
It's like a necklace.
Yes, silver ring, diamond necklace, and golden horn bands. Okay.
I don't know how to get in the vault myself, do I?
But
No.
you have a key?
No.
I would not have a key.
So
Okay,
I'm
just
gonna-
making sure. I didn't know how hands-on I was.
Good question.
I'm going to pull Helmer aside, actually. So I actually, need some backup.
Oh.
I can get us into the vault, but I actually need you to be the person who grabs the things that we need. I know I'm asking a lot for you to trust me here, but
Yeah, why don't you just tell me a little bit more?
well,
What are you're asking me to take other things other than what?
so there are things in this vault that are supposed to help us. Things that Kurt thinks would help us.
Yeah.
Maybe Kurt can help you take them. Whoever takes them. I just need help, and for some reason, you seem like someone who gets the job done.
That's not wrong.
Because you're a whisperer, I thought maybe I could trust you with a secret.
It's more than that I can be trusted with a secret. It's that I'm destined to be the most well-known enforcer in the world.
That's why I'm coming to you.
Okay, because you probably will want to tell people about me.
Is that what you want?
About the Whisperer.
Do you have like a business card?
It's the Whisperer. That is the business card.
I think let me take the things that I need to take for myself.
Okay, what are those things? Just tell me. Just tell me. You've been so vague. Just tell me. What do you want? Is it something really, really cool? Because I just need to know. You've been so secretive.
You could have literally everything in the safe except for like a couple pieces of jewelry. Is that fair?
Jewelry? That's it?
It's kind of girly. I didn't want. It's
What kind of jewelry?
I'm just kind of a tomboy, and it's like embarrassing. But I wanted to get like a ring and a necklace. It's
Because
like
you're
not a big deal.
Wait, a
Shut
ring
up.
and a neck. Okay, I'm still being quiet. You know I whisper. A ring, a necklace, and what else?
And then like this like decorative like horn thing. It's just
Okay.
And then you could take
Oh
literally
my
everything.
gosh!
Like that.
Why didn't you just tell us that? Nobody here cares about these things. These are just.
I figured, but it's just like I'm insecure about some stuff.
Okay.
You know?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey,
is
thank
that
you.
good? Yeah.
You have a
okay.
deal.
Thank you.
Hey, Guntar,
Yeah.
do you want to do secret time too?
Yeah, I would. I would. Can I tell you a secret?
Yeah, please do.
It really hurt my feelings when you said that I wasn't a dwarf, because I don't know who my parents are.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible. That's like the worst thing ever.
I know.
Oh my god, I know my parents like really, really well.
Must be nice. No, I did not. I grew up with dwarfs, but I don't know who my parents are.
Well, just so you know, my parents are dead, but I knew them really, really, really well before they died. Like we were like real tight, and I looked just like them, like the perfect mesh between the two of them.
That sounds like a very nice childhood.
Oh god, that's such a depressing secret.
I know.
Oh, I'll never ask for another secret again.
Okay, cool.
Later.
Bye.
Guntar, can you stay on guard for this cat?
Oh, yes,
Well,
sorry. I was
Rez-
crying a little.
Oh,
All right, so you get what my plan is. So I'm going to go over and start using my tools.
Okay.
I'm trying to pick this lock.
Give me a check to see how it goes. It's just dexterity.
Yeah. Only an 8.
Or sleight of hand, I guess.
Sleight of hand? Well, yeah, 8.
It takes you some time.
Yeah.
Because you're not under pressure in this moment.
Yeah.
You know?
And I've loosened up this thing quite a bit.
A lot of times I do this, like, I'll just do like a narrative check just
Sure.
to see how it goes.
Yeah.
So it's not, you're going to succeed. It just takes you a little while to do that.
Yeah.
And I think for the purposes of this, that would have been while you were talking to Guntar, which is why, or sorry,
Yeah.
Helmer, so you're getting, it's like
I
distracting
just really
you.
expected like a very quick yes from Helmer, and then I'm just like,
I just
like,
want
can you
this.
just help me, please?
And Kurt sort of like at the end kind of like comes up, like leans over your shoulder and you see like this like the vault kind of like, ooh, like loosens and you can kind of push it open.
Okay, I immediately look for the things that are on my list.
Okay. Kurt walks in as well.
I'm right behind them.
Okay.
I'm mad that Kurt is there second.
Do we see the other things in the vault? Things other than what I am looking
Yeah.
for?
There's tons of stuff here.
Yes.
There's tons of like your
Yes.
family's collection of art objects.
A lot of the art was supposed to go over to a new gallery on the next shore that we were supposed to get to.
I was like, Kurt, do you see like what we should be getting?
He's like goes into like a drawer and like or one of these chests and kind of like opens it up.
While he's doing that, I'm taking one of the things at a time.
Give me a. Are you trying to be stealthy?
Yes.
Okay. Give me either stealth or sleight of hand. Your choice.
I don't know if I need to be stealthy, but just in case.
That's what you're doing. Yeah.
9.
He's like digging through this and he's like kind of like moving some things around, taking things and setting out. You kind of reach back and grab the necklace.
Yeah.
Diana, you catch this. Reznin grabs this necklace, which is interesting because this is one of the 3 items that you talked about.
Ha!
He pulls out this like stone with like this carving, like these like symbols in it. And like to me in my head, it's like very like Legend of Zelda kind of like stuff, like which is actually kind of like more like Olmec. And he's like, this is what we need.
And Helmer tries to grab it.
Make an attack roll. You're not gonna do damage, but this is just to see if you can grab it.
15.
15 plus 5?
Or
15
no,
up?
13. I mean 12 plus 5.
So 17.
17. I'm okay.
You snatch it, right? He's like, well, you have it. It's just like it feels like a very old stone. And there's just like carvings in it.
Back away from Kurt.
It's not gonna work until we find any power anyway, so.
But you saw me taking the necklace. Do you do anything?
Something for yourself?
I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna have you make an insight check.
Yeah.
Are you trying to be deceptive?
I don't know. I don't really feel it's priority at the moment.
Okay. What's your charisma score?
13.
Okay.
I got 16.
I feel like you, basically I was using your charisma score as a DC, so I feel like you can read whatever's going on right now. So what's going on in your head right in this moment when you see that happen?
I just think it's very peculiar. That item, an item that was going to go maybe to the gallery, maybe not to the gallery. Why that one? There's hundreds of artifacts here.
So you clock that.
Yeah, in the face. You're
There's
not saying
something
it's not
about this item that you chose that is like puzzling
Yeah.
and sparks curiosity in her.
And then is there movement going on, or is it all eyes on me while this is happening?
There's all kinds of stuff. Like, I mean,
all kinds
Kurt's busy in here, with the stone with Helmer. I don't know what you two are doing.
I am like on the outskirts of the door trying to look in and see, like, to me, I'm like, this looks like a bunch of junk. This is what we came in here for? I'm like, I don't know what we're gonna use this for. I'm seeing a little necklace, I'm seeing a rock.
None of it looks particularly useful. That's true.
Yeah,
I agree
I'm
with
just
you.
like so confused. I'm like, what? This is what's in the vault? This is what those animatronic bad dudes were fighting for? I'm still like, man, I'm glad I knew my parents.
Guntar doesn't like that comment, but goes to speak.
Was that out loud?
Are you just like looking at all the junk and be like, man, I sure am glad I knew my parents.
Yeah. Yeah.
Angry.
I'm just like really talking to myself, and I'm like, this is just a bunch of junk. And like, I think I'm kind of just like fed up because, like, I'm a little tired. I cooked dinner. I didn't take any rest after that fight, even though I didn't get hit. As I'm a little kind of like, oh, fucking, this is a lot. So I'm talking shit about what's in this vault, because I'm like, if I had a vault, I'd put a bunch of cool stuff in it. I don't know what the cool stuff is, but this shit sucks. And I'm like, I hate these company people. And I'm like, damn, I'm bummed. I'm still bummed. Like, that guy Guntar does not know his parents. That is just like, that's so sad.
Guntar speaks to Helmer. That's it. Speaks to Helmer because of what Helmer just did about that action.
I'm also stealing the other items during this.
Yeah. Okay.
Helmer,
Yes.
I saw you have a conversation with Reznin earlier. All I will say is, I know you deal in shady ways, but I also know you are a noble man, so I hope you make noble choices.
Thank you. Guntar,
Yes.
you are great.
Yes. Yes, I am. Thank you.
And Helmer like reaches up to put his hand on Guntar's shoulder and give him like some good pats on the shoulder.
And I pat his head.
Okay.
Do I succeed in taking those other items?
Yeah, you get all three.
I clock that you have that, and I kind of just.
After it's like the second one, there's like, what? Why that one? And the third one, it's like, okay, this is weird.
Yeah.
But if I saw that you actually are seeing me do this, I also do like a little bit of like, I'm done. I'm not taking anything else.
I don't mind anything else.
All right. Did we get everything that we need?
I just needed that object.
All right. Let's
So-
go.
What's going on between you two?
We should find a place to sleep or to like
Maybe we could sleep. Maybe if
maybe
I
sleep
don't
in the
know.
vault. Might be safe.
Sleeping in the vault sounds like a good idea.
There's like no pillows in the vault. There's all this junk, but there's nothing we can actually rest our heads on. And that to me is really frustrating.
This is the bottom, so like of what's left, right? So it's kind of exposed. Like you guys can just see the open sky. You're like at least 250 feet up in the air right now.
What's the best way to get
Boy.
up to a higher deck? Is there still the
spiral
staircases?
staircase?
You remember breaking into this
The
place the first
catwalk.
time? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So
okay.
outside the cold storage room, there is a catwalk.
Okay.
There was a catwalk. So that would lead up into
A
the rest of
giant
the ship.
catwalk?
Oh, I forgot to say something. There's a staircase in the cold storage room, but because this catwalk does just open up into more just open sky, and you see some like kind of like flying creatures like nesting on the edge of it.
Any signs of anyone else being here aside from what we've seen with the lights at some point?
Just the automaton that was kind of like slowly whirring, kind of stuck.
Oh, but it's still kind of like on. It's sputtering.
Barely. Like it's almost the movement's like almost imperceptible. It's like definitely on like its last
last gear.
yeah, it's good.
No, it wasn't.
Maybe I should give that dice for bad puns and like good one-liners.
I should.
Let's go.
Yeah, I said maybe.
I'm gonna get one next time.
Yeah. So probably the way up here would be through that staircase back in the storage unit.
And yeah, did we all see the candlelight? Or
You
just
clocked it,
Diane?
Yeah.
but I don't know if you would share that.
Someone else is here.
Yeah.
That's not an animal that we've tried to fight.
Oh,
I think we need to try to find them, see if they're okay, see what they know,
Yeah.
and let them join the team if we vet them correctly.
Kurt, do you have any guesses? Anyone you're supposed to be meeting?
Do you know about that
No, I'm
deck?
supposed to be meeting.
Do you know what's on that floor?
I know what used to be on all of these floors, but I don't know what has changed. This place wasn't like this before.
Okay, but
What did
answer
that
the
used to
question.
be?
like what was it before?
God, I hate this guy.
You would know this too, but
Yeah,
it's
okay,
essentially
shit.
so deck F was cargo.
Okay.
Deck E was company deck. That was kind of where like a lot of the
There's a recreation deck.
yes. You're right. I skipped the thing. Yeah. Deck E is recreation deck. That's where the swimming pool and the spa and the racquetball court were. Deck D is the company deck, which is kind of where most of the crew lived. That's deck B. Deck C is the parlor deck. That's the one you'd be the most familiar with. That's where your kitchen and like the big restaurant was. It's also where the hospital room was. And then deck B was mostly the Varko suite, but there was other stuff there too. And then deck A was the leisure deck, and that was kind of like where the cafe was, and there was like a passenger lounge. And then the top deck was the main deck, but that's totally gone.
So which deck had the candle in it from what we can perceive?
Candlelight would have been on deck B.
Oh.
The Varko suite. Could be
Alright.
could be relative.
Could be intruder.
Could
Using
be
my
your
suite.
uncle.
It's a nice place. I say we should stay there the night if we
I
can.
bet there's pillows there.
Yes, there's many.
I forget, was Kurt someone who was taking these capsules?
Not that you saw.
Did we know of anyone who was taking capsules? Or did
Keith. The translator.
okay. Do I do any of us know about the capsules other than Diana?
I feel like there would be common knowledge in this world.
Because it's like not released yet.
They're released, but it's like a thing where it's a thing where you have to kind of go through trainings, like learn how to use this energy that you kind of take in, and how to do use these objects and stuff, and how to create effects. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Got it.
All right. Hi ho, up the stairs we go.
All right. So yeah, you go up these stairs and you're into what is the food storage area, which would probably be familiar to you. You do know that there is a dumbwaiter here that goes up into your
Looks smart to me.
pantry.
Dice.
So as you kind of come into this space, there is like a pantry that there are like goods and stuff. A lot of them seem like they've been cleaned out, but there's also a few like rat-like creatures crawling around here.
Okay.
They're like getting into this stuff. You see like 3 of them, and they're kind of big. They're almost like the size of a cat.
We really should have brought Dazzle. They would have been the hell out of those rats.
Or at least batted them
Or
around.
like just break. That was me trying to break my own.
But there doesn't seem you don't see any like bodies or anything. You just see these things crawling around.
All right.
Okay.
Should we stock up? Snack?
Yeah, let's grab some snacks and I don't want to get to that room.
Yeah, it's pillow time.
Whoever is searching, give me an investigation check.
Let me do it, please. I have such a good investigation, but my rolls are always bad.
I love when that happens. This is like a callback to like I'm so charming. 4.
I gotta bring my own dice next time. Okay. Okay. 20.
20. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's it. And now that you got your safe cracked, you're gonna
Yeah.
be on top of it.
I'm back.
She's back, baby.
I'm gonna say you found this many rations.
Ooh.
What do we got? Oreos, Lay's, Doritos.
So that's kind of in your. There's a door kind of back behind you that you would know goes into like second class passenger rooms that weren't very well accommodated, and then there's a door in front of you that goes into a dining saloon, and there's also a staircase in there in both of those rooms that go up to higher floors.
I think we're just going all the way to the
I
top.
want to go all the way to the top.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we need to get to that room now.
Are you going into the dining saloon or to the passenger rooms?
Saloon.
Is that the dining saloon? Yes.
Okay.
Is the
It's
dining
open. We can
saloon
see more going on.
near where
If there's anything there that's against us.
What's up?
is that near where like the chef was cooking and stuff?
That would be 2 floors up, 2 decks up still.
Okay.
But yeah, when you walk in here, just to kind of paint the scene a little bit, there used to be like, and this is like a third class dining situation, so there were like these longer tables that were kind of clustered together, or kind of like pushed closer together. Now they're just like a clustered mess. A lot of the windows that were in here and the curtains are just like torn and smashed. But you're able to go up the stairs from there. When you get up there, it's a familiar hallway probably for you, because I think this is where your rooms were. But as you get there, there's this long hallway, and as you kind of look around, a lot of the rooms that were there are just gone. It's like a hallway, and then if you look in the doors, it's just like woof, like sky and like what's left of the top of the bottom of the other decks, right? But you get a sense again of like just how high up in the air you are. You see like creatures flying by.
Anyone afraid of heights?
No.
It'd be hard for you, being so tall.
So which way? You basically come to a T in this hallway. Do you go left or right?
I want to roll a dice on that.
Do it.
What odds?
What-
Odds
what-
is
what
left.
odds?
Over 10
Right,
is
it-
left, and
Over 10 is left.
This is how I do everything.
I got a 9. We're going right.
going right.
So going right. Okay. This is a little tricky getting across here. So I do need everybody who's crossing this just to give me a dexterity saving throw.
18.
Success.
16.
Success.
3.
Not a success.
Will we use modifiers?
Dexterity.
Or no, save.
It's a dexterity modifier.
Yeah.
6.
6. All right. So I need you, and you to all roll d6 as you fall prone. Zythe, Guntar, and Helmer.
And if shit goes bad, I still have time to use my destiny on this.
Yeah.
And yeah.
You could use your destiny here.
Or no, sorry, I rolled an 8 plus 2 is 10.
You could roll your destiny here, I think, because there's a chance you'll clear it. Yeah.
Plus 2?
It was a 12. So 10 plus 2, you succeed, you don't fall. But Helmer and Guntar, you both fall.
Come on,
Wait,
guys.
roll.
Yeah, but roll your d6. Don't roll a 1.
2.
5.
5. Okay. You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage, and you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage. As you're crossing over here,
Sure. I'll take that.
and there's a couple times where like the thing just lurches and you fall, and instead of like catching yourself, you just like get slammed up against the thing. What happens if you roll a 1 is you fall.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna do that.
And you realize how close that was. Like you're like the damage you took was stopping you from falling.
Oof.
Yeah, but you are able to cross the rest of this catwalk and get to the other side, which gives way to just like essentially open sky.
Beautiful.
So opening, there's probably like a kind of like a
Cool
primal
stars.
beauty to it. Yeah, but you are very high up in the air, and there doesn't seem to be a way up from here. In the sense there are no like stairs here. But the thing is sort of bent down enough where you might be able to reach out and grab a handhold and climb up to the next deck.
But from the outside.
Yeah,
So should I try it out?
Yeah.
if you'd like
And we
to.
can use you as a human ladder.
Are there any safety precautions you guys are taking here?
I feel like we should at least
Let's-
get some rope going on.
Yeah, let's
We need
do
some rope going
him
on, and
around
maybe
the
like
waist.
I'll make a Swiss seat real quick with my rope,
right.
or for you, and then we'll do like a loose mounting around something.
These are technical terms that I want to pretend that I know what they are, but I don't. I'm assuming it's some kind of harness.
Yes.
And then what's the other thing? Is it like a latch to?
Yeah, it's similar to the grapple, like
Okay.
grappling hook.
Got it. So where are you securing that other end to?
What do we have that you're seeing from up above?
There's plenty of like just like weird rebar that are just like sticking up here.
Yeah. Well, let's have one rope being used for up and one for down, so that we have like a safety and then a way to pull ourselves up as well.
Okay.
So your rope and my rope for that. Okay. So what would I have to roll to like try and secure something up?
It'll be a high DC. It'll be a sleight of hand check.
10.
So you gotta throw it, and you try to angle it up, and then the wind just catches it and kind of drags it back.
Okay.
It doesn't get stuck like last time.
Does someone else want to try throwing this up there?
Sure.
Go for it.
1. I am fragile. I am so sorry. Please don't say we lost the rope. Oh my god.
Are you tall enough? Is Guntar tall enough to like put one of us on shoulders to try and get a better angle up there to throw stuff up?
You can try. It's
And then-
dangerous.
And then if I could get like a boost, does it kind of roll with advantage or anything? Or is there anything that can make this a
I'll
little
lower
bit
the
easier?
DC. I'll lower the DC.
Yeah, all right. There's an 18
yeah.
plus 3.
No
Great
problem.
work.
So are you give her a boost?
Yeah.
Okay. So with Guntar giving you this boost kind of up there, you're able to kind of get those first handholds on there. No, it's perfect. And you kind of nimbly climb up there until you get to the next lip there.
Great.
There are these things flying around.
Okay.
You guys they don't seem to be like attacking you or anything. They look small. They look like tarantulas almost.
Yeah.
But they have like 4 sets of like leathery wings. And the ones that are kind of like nesting and stuff just kind of have them all tucked back. What's weird is that you don't really see any like face on these things. They just look like spiders with like
Have all of
wings.
these things not have faces? so
No,
far?
the dogs had faces.
Dogs had faces, but the beak guys don't
no
have
eyes,
faces.
but could hear.
And this doesn't have it. All right.
So maybe we just keep it quiet
Yeah.
because there's at least no eyes.
So no secrets. Got it.
Let's be real quiet.
Don't look at me. There's one other person here who does not like to be quiet.
Who?
Do they have ears?
Give me a perception check.
24.
24. As you're climbing, there's one that kind of like lands like next to you. You kind of see it like crawling around, and it's like eating like whatever like little like bugs or things that are crawling around here. And when you see it do that, you see it like the legs kind of extend back, and then this like tuft of like weird like insect like fur kind of opens up, and inside there's like a beak that like comes out and like starts eating these like bugs and like brings it back in. It's got a mouth on its
Nasty.
bottom.
That's
inside.
Mouth
I
on
can't
its
wait to get my
butt.
fingers in there.
Mouth on its butt.
But those things they don't seem to be hassling you too much. They're just kind of around here.
So let's try not to bug them yet.
She should get a dice. You should not have said that.
I'm like, I might need
We're
to
too
reconsider
good at
these rules.
that bullshit.
No, I want to encourage it. That's why I want to do it more.
Yep.
So you make it up to deck C, kind of over the lip here, and here is where you kind of like touch down into where the grand staircase sort of opens up. So you can see like some of the rest of that. It's still open up to the open sky, but as you're kind of crawling up, you kind of get that view of like, oh, this is where the rest of that staircase goes up.
Okay, cool. So I basically want to take my rope now and make it secured to something stable enough that could carry our weight as I help people
yeah.
crawl up the rope.
Give me a sleight of hand check. This is a narrative check. Just see how it goes.
20.
20, hell yeah. You find like one of these ledges, one of these handholds on the staircase is still intact, and you're able to kind of like loop that around and make like a really secure knot, and then kind of drape it down. Cool. And the rest of you can climb up without any issue.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, great. So now we're all
We did this.
all upstairs.
Thank you, Red.
Yeah, so I will say this because I feel like these moments are you're climbing up the side of this like wreck of a ship on another world, looking down
Scary.
at least 300 feet up in the air, just on the outside of this thing, climbing up, wind,
I'm like,
weird
these
creatures
pillows
flying
better
by.
be worth it.
I feel like I'm in Avatar. Wow, James Cameron.
It's a really weird harmonica.
There's basically just like this opens up in a room where this staircase like landed into, and it's like an old dining saloon where again the tables have all been just kind of like jumbled into some like clustered mess. It's getting to be evening here, so you have some like sunlight coming in, some like sunset coming in, and it just feels like it has a totally different vibe where it used to feel like kind of like soft lighting and like comfortable. It just feels like very moody and like exploring like an abandoned garage or something.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Now that
Eerie.
we're closer to the
And
room.
the carpet also, just real quick, the carpet is also, you see some like scratch marks in the carpet here.
Ah.
Ay, Dios mío.
Now that we're closer to that room that theoretically has the light in it, do we hear anything?
Give me a perception check.
Should we go?
Yeah.
Yeah, whoever would like to.
18.
15.
Ooh, 18 plus
So
4.
17 plus 2.
Just don't even.
The three of you all hear some like sounds of like movement, you know. You got a 19?
Yeah.
I got 19.
I got
You got a 19? You got something crazy. I'm
Yeah.
coming to you. You hear like what sounds like something large moving around behind these spaces.
Can't we just have a calm night?
What do you think this is? What do you think we're playing?
I thought we were playing chill time.
Chill times?
Chill turns.
Chill times and snacks.
Everywhere you turn, another chill time.
So with 20 something?
20, well, 18 plus the 4.
So 22.
Yeah.
You hear that, you hear some kind of like large something moving around in there. But upstairs, above you, and kind of like further towards what would have been the fore of the ship,
Okay.
you hear like sobbing,
Oh my god, that's so scary.
Maybe they don't know their parents.
but it's a familiar sob. It sounds like Angus.
It was Angus, her sister.
Oh, God.
You've heard him cry how many times.
Oh, boy.
That's so sad.
No, it's great. He's alive.
Oh.
This is a thing he does.
Does it sound like the crying is sad crying or like scared crying?
I think with the 22, it's still pretty good, but not quite enough to know through like a lot of space, like
Oh,
the
she knows
nature
him
of
pretty
the
well.
cry. It was pretty fantastic that you heard it. So, yeah, and you guys walk back up. The staircase keeps going, but it lands on a floor here that used to be a restaurant and library. A lot of the walls are gone. There's no tables, no books left. There's just this intact staircase, and there's a door beyond this, and now you can hear that a little bit louder from behind here. There is a door that's between you and that sound.
Between me and the crying? Or
Yeah.
me and the thing walking back and forth?
The crying.
Okay, I go up to the door.
Just for clarity, the thing you guys heard moving around was downstairs. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Great. I thought it was in between. Sorry, that was on me.
Scary.
Make sure it's really Angus.
I know.
Be an alien pretending to be Angus.
That's the kind of paranoia I like to instill in my players.
I go up to the door, and I try to open it, and it's locked. Angus?
Is it?
Is it locked? No, wait, is it locked? Oh, sorry. I'm just writing it for you. I'm sorry.
Her. She's an alien.
I'm sorry.
That's limited thinking.
Yeah, why would you lock it? I thought you were the
Manifest
manifester.
I'm sorry.
It is locked.
Well,
He's
not gonna make it that
I would say
easy.
this. It's not even actually locked. And I have it written here. It's actually damaged. Like the door doesn't seem to open or close anymore.
Can I use my strength to open it?
You can try to bust it
Do we
down.
want to
Yeah.
talk to Angus?
Angus.
Oh, quiet.
Angus, it's me. It's Diana. Are you hurt?
You're alive?
Are you alive? Are you okay?
I'm alive. Wait,
What?
Have they found you?
Who?
How did you get here?
Does Grub react at all when there's that pause?
He's just like looks surprised.
He's
by
shocked
this.
too?
He looks surprised by this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's they?
Chief Pelvo.
Chief Pelbo.
Chief Poe?
Pelbo. That's the one. That's the one who hired me to shake down that guy.
She's taking control here.
She's here.
She locked me up. I'm locked up in here.
Okay, let me open the door.
We're coming in. We'll be quiet.
Give me. It's gonna
What
be.
have you
It's
seen?
gonna
What
be a
have you
DC
seen?
at
Have you seen any
25.
monsters? Have you seen any
DC at
monsters
25, so I
yet?
have to go above 25?
You have to hit 25 or higher.
I'd hit 25 or higher.
And this is an athletics check, so you have a +8 to it. So you got to roll.
And I have a destiny.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
come on, let's do this.
All right, here we go.
Oh my gosh.
Guntar charges the door and
What?
it's a 2.
Please start adding that up.
No, it doesn't add up to. It won't even,
anything?
there's no way it would get to 25.
Why has she locked you up?
I spoke out against what she was doing to control these people.
Control the people.
How many people are there?
There are some few survivors. You should be careful about her. She's afraid, and she's just trying to control everything and keeping people safe. But it's not good.
Does she know that there's a big cat outside?
Who said that?
A friend.
It's a thief.
Friend.
We have seen a cat stalking on the outside. But there's also something in the ship below us that is making everyone very afraid. I don't like this place. I don't know what's happening. I don't know where we are.
We'll get you out. We'll figure it out.
My arm hurts.
There's another way to get to this spot.
How?
Oh, come on, man. Why'd you
From
not
my
say
side.
that earlier?
How do we get to your side?
First, Reznin would know this. This area that he's in used to be what was kind of like the maids and valets saloon. It was kind of like where like all the people who like worked on the ship and like the servants of people and like where he probably used to eat lunch. It's like where they ate lunch, and they seem to have converted into a prison. So on the other side of that, you would know is basically like your suite.
Yeah.
So-
low vibrational to choose to make a prison.
Yeah. But we are coming up to like the end of the session here, so we'll probably park it here. But basically, if you get back to your suite and get through there, it seems like he's on the other side of that.
All right. Still gotta find the pillows.
Oh my gosh.
We'll get you your pillows.
Well, is there anything in this room we could just take a little nappy nap on?
I don't know if now's the time for naps.
Okay.
But he's like, just don't upset her.
I am higher rank than.
With all due respect, Diana, I don't know how much that matters anymore.
Oh gosh, it's Lord of the Flies. Was that book written while we were?
No.
Okay.
I don't know
You
what
could
you're
write it.
referencing.
Yeah. Wait, can we ask him what kind of things upset her?
She doesn't like it when people don't do what she tells them to do.
Oh god, so we just have to be her little slaves?
Or we say yes and then lie.
Okay, so everyone here is gonna be on the
We're
same
gonna work
page.
on lying.
Can you do that?
No.
Is that
Guntar's gonna
allowed?
take a vow of
Lying.
silence.
Yeah, Guntar, you have to be loyal to us instead of this woman. We're closer to the company that hired you than she is.
Okay.
Right? Because we have
Yes.
Good
her.
thinking. Good thinking.
So you're loyal to this group more so than this new bad lady.
And if she is a dwarf.
He is a dwarf.
Helmer.
Don't.
He knew that.
You do hear, and this is where we're getting the episode, upstairs you hear this like growl or something
Upstairs?
Oh, I didn't hear that sound. Can we get that sound again?
Ah!